business, I think 3 weeks ago now, and I think it's really fun and I've done reasonably well, I like to think, and I would really like to share with you guys some tips that I found really helpful and share with you guys some things that helped me along the way, things that I thought may have worked but didn't work out, and supplies, and just basically just my top tips for if you want to start your own jewelry business. So this video is going to be mostly focused on like beaded bracelets because that is what I sell like the most of. I do sell other things like earrings, necklaces, rings, phone charms, other random art stuff, but it is mostly beaded bracelets. I really hope you guys find this video helpful and that you learn some things, and if you decide to start your own beaded bracelet business, I would love to hear about it in the comments below. If you do like this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing, as this is a brand new YouTube channel, so obviously any support is well appreciated. So the first tip that I'm going to share with you guys is all about like your kind of theme slash like niche and like your own personality kind of thing. So when you're starting any kind of business, right, you want to make sure that you are different. You want to stick out from the crowd. You don't want to be the same as everyone else because then you won't stand out to potential customers, right? So you need to have something about your business that is different, that is unique, that is yours. And that can be like a theme, it could be like a color theme, it could be like an aesthetic, it could be the way you make the jewelry, the designs, it could be anything. Like for me personally, my everyday, like my natural aesthetic slash like style would be more alternative, grungy, borderline emo, and that is the kind of theme that I bring into all my jewelry that I make. So they're kind of more dark colors and like, I don't know, more edgy kind of style. And that's what I've done, and I feel like that's what's helped me to get to where I'm at now, because it's something new and it's something unique, it's a bit different to what most people are doing. And obviously you can get inspiration from other people, like Pinterest is really good for inspiration, TikTok and Instagram are really good too. If you just literally look up like beaded bracelets or like preppy bracelets is another one, or like jewelry, like literally anything, and see what comes up. And obviously you can take inspiration from them, but don't like ever downright copy someone, because that is someone else's work that they've worked hard for, and that's not really like morally right, obviously, and there could be legal issues with that. But yeah, that's like my first tip that I would say you need to start off with before you even start selling your things, is you need to have like your brand worked out. So the second tip is, when you start selling, you need to make sure that you already have a bunch of things already made. So you don't want to like upload, you know, your 5 bracelets that you've made and not have made any more, because what happens if those 5 bracelets sell within the first day? Then you have nothing else to put up on your store, so then people will lose interest really quickly, right? So make sure you have a lot already made so that you can upload them slowly as time goes on. So I would recommend like you upload like, I don't know, obviously like a fair few at the start, but then slowly over like the next few days or few weeks you then release a few more, obviously depending on how quickly things sell, but that would be like my recommendation for you guys. And you also want to make sure you have a good stock of beads as well, like you don't want to run out of beads, so make sure you have literally heaps of beads stocked up, heaps of strings stocked up, heaps of like clasps and clamps and everything all stocked up, so they're ready to go for when you need to make more. So promoting is obviously really big for when you're doing a business, any business, you need to promote yourself, right? So you can like promote yourself on like Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, but I think those are the main ones. And basically with promoting, you want to make sure that like your content that you're posting fits in with your theme of like your niche slash like branding that we started with at the start. So because my whole theme is more of the darker, more grungy alternative kind of stuff, my photos on my Instagram and on wherever else I post has a black background, because that's my vibe. So you want to make sure that it kind of fits with your vibe, and like the wording you use as well, your logo, your username, like everything like that. You need to make sure that it all kind of like fits the theme and like rolls together. Like you don't want to post random like all the time, you know what I mean? Like it kind of has to like look nice, and like you could do the same filter every time as well on Instagram. Just like make sure it looks like cohesive, like it looks put together. I don't know how to explain it, but even like with your Etsy listings, you want to make sure that they all look similar, they all look the same, looks presentable. And also with promoting, you want to be consistent, obviously, you know, posting like every day. But yeah, you want to actually use like relevant hashtags, so you can look at like mine if you want to. I'll link my Instagram down below. You can have a look at what hashtags I'm using, look at what other hashtags other people are using and stuff like that. And you can look at your insights on pretty much every single social media platform has like an insights analytics kind of page now. have a look at that, look when your followers are most active, what day, what time, and then post at those days and times. Also, with promoting your content, the best kind of content at the moment is short form video content. So things like your reels and TikToks and YouTube shorts are doing the best at the moment. Like they're performing the most, they get more views, more likes. In most cases they do. So try and post more of that type of content than actual like still photos. The next tip that I have is probably something that's like really important, is having good quality supplies. So you want to make sure you're using a good string, good beads, and good like clamps and clasps and stuff, because if you use things that are like really cheap, bad quality, they're gonna break, and then people could leave you bad reviews, and then they won't want to buy from you again, and it just isn't good. Like I know it might cost you a bit to start off like running your business, like it's not going to cost you a lot because like beads aren't expensive, like especially if you buy them from like cheaper places. You just have to make sure you're getting the better quality stuff from the cheaper places, if that makes sense. Like on Amazon or Temu or Shein or whatever, I know like obviously like those kind of shops aren't always like recommended by a lot of people. I personally just do my research. So yeah, do your own research, have your own opinions, that's fine. Don't come at me. But yeah, make sure you look into everything before you buy anything. I'm gonna like let you guys know a few things that I personally use now, so you guys can see what I use. I actually don't know what this string is called, like what brand it is. I actually don't know because I literally got it from school. It's just like stretchy crystal string. You guys can try and look it up and find it. I'll try it as well. If I find it, I'll link it down below. If not, any stretchy crystal string is going to be pretty good. It needs to be like pretty small, like 0.5 millimeters is like what I recommend you use, and it's just like a really good like clear like stretchy string, and it has a bit of stretch to it. It's not too stretchy, but it's like perfect. And this particular one holds the knots really well too, because I find with some string the knots will like come undone, but this one holds it really well. And then obviously you want to have some beads. So there's all different types of beads as well. Like there's seed beads, which are like really tiny beads. Oh my gosh, I'm scared to like hold it. Okay, like really tiny beads like this, like tiny beads. Okay, they're like super small. These ones here are like 2 millimeters. They're really hard to use because like can't really see. I've seen some people use like a needle, but I don't really know how to do that personally, so I just use my fingers. But yeah, and I have like 4 of these. You don't need this many obviously, but yeah, it's obviously good to have a good variety of colors. But there's seeds beads. There's also pony beads, which are these ones, which I don't actually use these. These are my daughter's. But yeah, these are pony beads, which are pretty popular as well. They're really big. I find that they kind of make the jewelry look really childish and like really simple and easy. Like they're mega thick, like they're so big. Like I'll literally take them out and show you guys in case you don't know how big they are. Like they're really big. Okay, like they're really easy to use. Like my 3-year-old has been using these since she was like 2. Because she loves beading, obviously supervised, but yeah, so those ones are pony beads. And then you have like clay beads, which are like little round like donuts, which are pretty popular as well at the moment. And yeah, I got most of these beads were from Kmart actually, which if you're in Australia, yeah, Kmart has really good beads if you're in Australia. And then you also have these things that are called like spacer beads, which obviously you can use anything as a spacer bead really, but I got this set from Kmart as well, and it has like 4 different like, you know, just typical like metallic colors and stuff, and it's got like big circles, it's got like hearts, stars, little circles, squares, donut ones, and they're basically ones that you put in between like a pattern, like if you kind of break it up and stuff. Like I have some bracelets on now that I've made. Let me see if I can show you what the spacer bead is. Yeah, so like on this one here you can see there's like little like metal silver dots like in between each of the beads. That's like what a spacer bead does, so it basically breaks it up, if that makes sense. Obviously you have letter beads, which are really important because, you know, you want to have like some jewelry that has like words on it, right? So yeah, letter beads are really important. I need to stock up on these again. I need to get more because I'm running out of all the vowels. But yeah, here's for letter beads. You can get like hearts, you can get like rainbow ones, you can get everything. I've got heaps more. They're just like back, like I've got like quadruple this amount of beads. They're just all like on my shelf right now because I don't want to pull everything out to show you. And then charms as well. So there's like different types of charms. Obviously you can get so many different types of charms. Like if you just go to like Etsy or Temu or Amazon or just Google and you look up like jewelry charms, so much comes up. Like I'll just show you a few now to like give you guys a few examples. I've got like some little pill cap like medicines. I have like little sweetheart like lolly ones. I've got like some mushrooms. But yeah, basically I buy most of mine from Temu. My charms, my beads are from everywhere, but my charms are from Temu, most of them, and you can get them for like $1, so it's really good. And then also when you're doing your beaded bracelets, you can either choose just to like tie them off to finish them, or you can choose to have like clips and little clamps and stuff. I personally use like little clips and clamps, which is like this, so it has like little clamps and little clasps and stuff like that, which you have to put on yourself. Like you have to use pliers, like these pliers, and you like obviously bend them and stuff. Like I'll probably post tutorials and stuff in the future, but you know, you use pliers as well. These are also from Kmart. And you need all these different like things. I'll go into more about that in another video. But another thing that's also really helpful is having a bead board. Mine is a bit broken because my child stood on it. But you can basically pop it back into place anyways. But yeah, having a bead board, I'm trying to show you, but I've literally got stuff on it right now. But it's like this, so it has like measurements, and I honestly just find it helpful just to like pour things out, like, and use like a tray, so you can like sort through your beads and find specific ones like that. Those are my supplies that I would recommend to you guys, and some of the examples of things that you can use. So another tip is you need to have packaging. And I was a bit dumb and didn't really like think about this, but when I first saw them I was like, hang on a minute, what am I going to put them in? Like I don't want to just use like the Ozpost like white bag and just chuck the bracelet in there. Like that's not going to work. So you need to make sure you have some packaging sorted. Again, you can buy it from like Amazon, Temu, Shein, Kmart even has some, Spotlight has some. Like you can buy them from like anywhere again. But with packaging, you need to think about like what you actually need, because you actually need a fair bit. So you need like some kind of like padded mailer, or like a box. Like you can get like little boxes that you can put them in, like a post box, right? Or padded mailers, or you can just get like the paper bag kind of mailers, but I don't really like those ones because you have to then give up anyways, so you're better off just buying a padded mailer. So mine are black to match my theme again, because I wanted to be coherent and just have everything matching the same theme. So I have these little black ones here, and they have like a little sticker, and you just pull it over, really easy. And then you also want to have some labels, so you can put the address, like the to and from address on them. So I have one here that I'm gonna like kind of blur out, but as you can see, like you have the address written on here, on the back and on the front, like the to and from address. And then you also add a little fragile sticker on it because it's fragile, and it's also cute, and because you don't want the postage to like throw it around and your bracelet break, right? And then I also add a little thank you sticker to make mine a little bit cuter. So yeah, basically you have the labels, and then you have the fragile stickers, which again you just get them from the same shop just like everything else. And then I have a massive roll of thank you stickers, which I just put onto the padded mailers and envelopes and whatever is packaged in again. And then you also want to have like some kind of like thank you card or like business card or something. And you don't need to like make these yourself. You can literally buy like pre-made ones like this from like, again, same shops I've mentioned already. You can get different ones, like different colors, obviously different styles, everything like that. Mine's metallic ones because it matches with thank you stickers. And then I use mesh bags to put my actual bracelets in. So I just have these little black mesh bags, and I just put the bracelet inside of this, and then put this inside the padded mailer. Obviously if you're getting bigger items or stuff like that, you can use boxes. I personally haven't had that yet. And you can have, like, if you're selling earrings and stuff, you can get like the cardboard that you put the earrings through, and then like you fold it up. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I'm so ready here. I do have some coming on the way, it's in the mail, but it hasn't come yet. But you can get that stuff as well. You can get like little tissue paper and stuff as well, but that's just mostly everything that I use when I am packing out my stuff. Oh, there's one more thing. So I always add in like some freebie stickers as well to like every order. So I just add in like 2 or 3 little stickers. These ones are just like little black kind of like witchy kind of themed ones from, again, the same shops. But yeah, and a thing that you want to remember when it comes to like shipping your items is that shipping costs. So if there's 2 ways you can go out. You can either charge shipping on top of the item, or you can like add the shipping cost into the item price, if that makes sense. So say your item's like $15, but you don't want to charge them shipping, you want to do free shipping, then you need to add the cost to ship it into the price. So you would then make the price like $20 or whatever, if that makes sense. And if you're shipping to things overseas, at least in Australia, obviously every country will be different, but in Australia you need to sign one of these things, which is a customs like declaration form, which basically just like you have to put in like what it is, what the value is, if it's fine, like, you know, you declaring that you're not sending illegal things and stuff like that. So you do these, you can print them out online, or you can do it on your phone, or you can do it in the store, just, yeah. And make sure you know like the standard prices for like how much like one beaded bracelet will be, for example, so you just know off the top of your head like that's how much it is when people ask you. And then make sure you get tracking. Tracking is really important. You want to get tracking, and tracking does cost extra if you're using your own packaging and stuff. But yeah, make sure you just know the prices, and you always need to get tracked, because even if you're selling on Etsy, you need to get tracking because it makes you put in the tracking number. So you definitely need to do it if you're selling on Etsy, but even if you're selling through Instagram or Facebook Marketplace, I do recommend tracking just because it saves you, like it covers you kind of, because if it goes missing in the mail, like you do have proof that you have sent it, like it's not like you haven't sent it, do you know what I mean? And it also helps obviously them know when it's being delivered and stuff like that. So I think for like another really big tip that I have is like organization. Like you want to make sure that everything's organized, so every time you make a sale, you want to make sure that you keep track of it somewhere, if it's like a journal or like online in your notes or whatever. Make sure you keep a list of what item you sold, so like the title of whatever it's called, like whatever you called that listing, the title, who bought it, their like full name, their address, what like platform they bought it from, and like when they bought it, how much it was, and like when you sent it, because you need to make sure you keep track of these things just in case something happened in the future, like you never know. And also you want to make sure like you're organized with like your actual beads. So having containers like these ones, you can buy them, like most beads will come, if you buy like a set, they come already made like in these cases, or you can buy them like empty from again Kmart, Spotlight, any craft stores, again, or online shops, anything like that. Or you can get little container ones as well, which I use, which I'll show you photos of now, of basically where I store my beads. But another thing that I do is I sort them into bags. So eventually I do want to get like little boxes or like little like stands, but at the moment I just have bags because I'm pretty new. So this is all the bracelets that I've already listed. So these are the things that I've already listed that I have currently for sale. And then I have another bag for things that needs to be like repaired or fixed, or that are like unfinished. And then this is the one here that aren't listed. So these are the ones that are finished, but I haven't listed them yet. So that just helps me to keep track of everything. And then as soon as I make a sale, I will, most of the time, if I'm like at home, I will package it up straight away so that it's already done, and then just keep it in this box until I go and post them. And then I just post them like once a week. I just go on Thursdays normally. Every Thursday I will go to the post office and I will do my shipping. So I think that is like most of the tips that I had for you guys today. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. If you start your own beaded bracelet business, please let me know in the comments down below, because I would love to hear. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them and I'll try and answer them all. Again, I'll link all my socials down below so you can go and check them out if you want to, as well as like my Etsy store and everything will be in the description box down below. But yeah, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.